And we are back, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. And we're going to be discussing another episode of SmackDown. SmackDown was crazy for me to say this. This episode, despite it being called a super show, didn't really feel all that super. Especially if you're advertising, superstars from Raw. Because I remember seeing an advertisement of Charlotte being at the show, which she was at the show, but just not the way we intended it. She was in a dark match. The show itself was still enjoyable. There were still some enjoyable moments. There were definitely some moments that I wish I didn't see, like Seth and Edge. And even a stupid 10-man tag and a women's tag team match that got completely canned from the show, which really aggravates me. So the show began with the return of Brock Lesnar. The Bloodline were in the ring. We are one. We are one, we are one, we are one. Number one, the chosen ones. I'm pretty sure you guys may get that reference. But yes, Paul Heyman was trying to back off Brock Lesnar, but Brock Lesnar wanted the Universal Championship. And he's going to get that opportunity. Most likely in Saudi Arabia. And then we had a silly 10-man tag, which I didn't really give two flying shits about. And an NBA person by the name of Trae Young. Never heard of this guy. Never heard of this guy, but you need to have consistency going on here. Like, there's a consistency. You need to have consistency. Ray and Dominic were having issues, and now all of a sudden now they're working together in tandem like nothing was ever wrong. Big E would score the win. Sami Zayn would get pinned. Sami Zayn always gets embarrassed. But, that's the whole point of his character. But yeah, I didn't care about this. Big E hinted at possibly being on Raw and all that other stuff, but, we'll soon see what goes on. And it's nice that they're putting more attention on Big E as he is the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. I think Big E is actually the one Money in the Bank briefcase holder they actually haven't, treated pretty shit. Because most Money in the Bank briefcase holders, they're either not taken seriously, or they either just lose way too many matches, and then by the time they become champion, fans lose interest in them. So they're protecting Big E pretty well, so kudos. Then we had Becky Lynch and Bianca Belair sign their contract to make their match official. Becky Lynch just completely flies off the handle on the WWE Universe when they start chanting for Bianca Belair, EST, and all this other stuff. She flies off the handle on them, pretty much saying that I was sitting at home and all of you were chanting, "We want Becky," and I come back and this is how you treat me. It's basically like the whole situation with The Rock. Like, The Rock went away to do Hollywood, and then he came back as Hollywood Rock, and then people started booing him, and then he's like, and then he's all like, "How dare you boo The Rock," kind of thing. So they're kind of taking that kind of route. That's the route that I got. And Jesus Christ, Becky Lynch's jacket, man. Jeez. Did she go to Seth Rollins' closet or something? She must have went to Seth Rollins' closet, because she probably couldn't find anything good to wear. So she's all like, "Hey Seth, can I borrow one of your fluffy, droopy jackets?" And he was probably like, "Yeah, sure, hon, go right ahead." And those glasses were very interesting as well. I do think Bianca Belair is going to win at Extreme Rules, and it's going to lead to Becky Lynch going over to Monday Night Raw, and Sasha Banks. I think Sasha will come back roundabout after Extreme Rules to remain on SmackDown. Roman Reigns questions Paul Heyman because Brock Lesnar mentioned to Paul Heyman that he didn't tell Roman Reigns that he was going to be at SummerSlam. So They're building dissension between them. They're building dissension there. I personally, in my personal opinion, I personally wouldn't care if Paul Heyman was removed from the bloodline. Remove him from the bloodline and replace him for Naomi. I personally would not mind Paul Heyman being removed from the bloodline, because Roman doesn't need Paul. In my opinion, Roman doesn't need Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is a mouthpiece for somebody. And yes, he's a good addition to the bloodline, but I personally think the bloodline should be about the bloodline. Roman, the Usos, and Naomi. That is what I feel like the bloodline should be. Paul Heyman, I feel like his whole purpose should have been there until Brock Lesnar returns. And now that Brock Lesnar's back, why not just put him back with Brock Lesnar? I think it's time for Naomi to replace Paul Heyman. And I think that would be a cool way to introduce her. What if Roman Reigns fires Paul Heyman and he's like, and here comes his replacement, and then it's, bring it to the floor, I'm amazing, and Naomi comes out as his replacement. That would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool, but Naomi's got a storyline right now with Sonya Deville, slowly building to her turning heel. Seth Rollins beat Edge. I personally am very happy to see that, and looks like Edge will be taking time off, because they are continuing to build. They are, for some insane reason, doing this whole thing of, oh my god, Edge. Oh no, Edge got stomped. Oh no, his repaired surge neck. Oh no, poor Edge. He got stomped on his surgically repaired neck. Please. Please. Stop with the dramatic effects. Edge will be fine. So Edge is taking time off again. Or just being written off TV for a while until he comes back. He isn't injured. Roman Reigns got the Usos disqualified when the Usos were about to lose to the Street Profits. And I'm pretty sure they're going to set up a rematch at Extreme Rules. And then the heartbeat sounds as Roman Reigns accepts Brock's invitation for a title shot, and then the screen goes, and the arena goes to black, the red lights come out, and the demon, Finn Balor, is back. I really do like the Demon character. It's great to see the Demon come back. It's the first time we've seen the Demon since... Hang on, let me guess. I need to guess this. And you guys can tell me in the comments if I'm right or wrong. The last time we saw the Demon was when he faced Baron Corbin. I think. Or when he was Intercontinental Champion and he versed Andrade. I think those were the only times the Demon was the last time we saw it. Let me know if I'm right or wrong. But it's really nice to see the Demon. And now there's been many talks going around that Roman Reigns could be heading to Raw. I've been hearing a lot of rumblings about him being the savior. He's going to go to Raw and save Raw. A superstar doesn't save a show. What makes a show better is a better creative writing team and Vince McMahon not changing things the last second. That's what makes the show better. You need a good creative writing team and actually, give us a reason to care about the superstars we see on our TV. SmackDown nails that a lot of the time. The only negative that I can give SmackDown is their mistreatment of the women's wrestlers. I'm getting so sick and tired of tuning into SmackDown every week and there's no women's matches. The fact that they stripped Tony Storm, Liv Morgan, Carmella, and Zelina Vega a chance to wrestle at Madison Square Garden really makes me mad. Yes, I am looking forward to Roman Reigns versus The Demon. But many have also asked me, do I think The Demon is going to beat Roman Reigns? My answer is no. I don't think The Demon is going to beat Roman Reigns. And I don't think Roman Reigns is going to go to Raw either. I think that's going to be saved for Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins. That is going to be saved for them to go over to Raw. So anyway, those are my thoughts on this episode of SmackDown. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that thumbs up. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. And I will see you guys next time.